So first off, welcome to the channel. Surprise face reveal today. So what I'm going to do, something a little bit differently today than I normally do, just showing you the figures. I thought it would be cool to do a mail haul on some toys that I got in today before I ship them off to a storage that has temperature controlled environment and many dehumidifiers, which you'll want to have if you want to keep all of your toys safe and secure. And I have some boxes in here and I have some boxes behind me. All of this just came today. A lot of the boxes look the same. They're actually a number of figures from the same seller. In this case, he really wanted to protect the figures. So this being said, he packaged them all individually, but don't know which one's which. So we're about to just open these bad boys up and find out. Do that with me here. And these particular figures came from Appleseed Collectibles. Has an eBay store. And he, or she, whoever I was talking to, because it was a guy, he was saying that he wanted to ship them individually so that they didn't get ruined. And that's what he did. So this might be a long video. I've never done this before, but it should be fun and interesting to see what we get. All right, so first figure that we got right here, we have Sub-Zero, and he is graded by CAS. He's got an 85, so that's a nice figure there. Second box. This is the typical day in the life of someone that works in my office. Now you never know what you're going to get. You never know if it's going to be a new toy, an old toy, G.I. Joe, but I believe most of these are going to be G.I. Joe. So right now, what we have here is a Snow Serpent from later on in the line. It's obviously not the 1985 one, but this one is graded a 90 by CAS. So that's a nice little addition right there. Third figure. Not to use a knife to open things. I do like when people package things good. A lot of times I'll get an eBay seller, and if I haven't used them before, or they are not selling a lot of collectibles or not a lot of Joes, I will tell them, hey, listen, you know, use as much packing material as you want, and then send me a bill if you use more. And that way they're always packed right. I always tell the people to do that. Always have them add more if you can. So we have a Bat figure. So this was your 1991 issue. This is graded again from CAS. 3 CASs in a row. This got an 85. Little statement on the back. He's got his own packaging on there. Not the official CAS. So again, he packed these nice. Thank you so much. That's Appleseed Collectibles. Actually gave me a really good handy. So he packages them with paper and the top and bottom, and then he also wrapped them individually here. Actually gave me a really good deal on a Night Force figure, which hasn't come yet. I could tell from the size of the packages. It's not going to be in one of these, but we still have more on the way. Oh, so here we go. Okay, so we have Crystal Ball, one of the least popular toys of the line. I don't know, I happen to like them, so I have a number of these. I figured I'd pick up another one. So this is graded in 80. Has your CAS card on the back. And it looks like whomever graded these, I presume Appleseed did, they never took them out of the plastic, which I kind of like. I mean, it's probably not the best thing to do, store your figures that way, but I do. I'm obsessive compulsive, obviously, as a collector, so I like to leave the packaging on. But again, everything I have is stored especially in a temperature controlled storage, because obviously you'll know the O-rings will disintegrate, and that's the best way to avoid that. You know, you want to avoid the changes in temperature, so you want to avoid high humidity for one, plus you don't want it soaking into your cards. But it's really kind of going to cold, staying cold and going to hot. It's going to cause the O-rings to be a little bit more brittle. I think eventually all of them are going to die out, and then it'll just be like a common thing for all the cards. People always ask me. So this box is from Crown Point Toys. This one has a little bit of weight to it, so I'm assuming it's more graded figures. Oh, how about that? So he's packaged that in there, and he's packaged it in another box. I honestly have no idea what this is going to be. Could be anything. Hopefully it's toy related. I don't want to cut anything, but I can see in there he's packaged this well. Got some styrofoam in here. Oh, okay. So this, my friends, is this 3 tank, which was sent out, you know, after the new wave of toys had come out. So what was this, 2001, something around there? Somebody will correct me in the video. 2001, 2002, somewhere around there. Anyway, so His 3 comes with the Rip It figure, and this was graded a 90. Not too difficult to get a grade of a 90 on something like this, mainly because, you know, most of these were purchased to be collected and kept in the box, and obviously this came out after AFA was grading vehicles, so a lot of times people just kept them and you know, eventually sent them in. So actually, so it does say 2000 here. Now this was $9.99 at the time. I remember buying a whole bunch of these, but I don't think I kept them around. I really like the original box colors instead of this, but now that 25 years goes by, kind of becomes interesting as once again. All right, so we're gonna go on to another package. We know these are packed well, so I'm not too worried about my knife. Once again, packed very well, but what is it going to be? So while I store my loose figures, basically, and I think I said in another video, I basically store them in 50 count baseball card lots, and then I put them in monster boxes if they're loose. The carded figures basically in large file cabinets, and I have them stacked up. So this is going to be your Heat Viper. This was released in 1989, and this is graded an 80 by CAS. Wish I could show you the back over here, but I'll do that in a video later on. So this particular year, sometimes it came with a little figure as well. I'm going to put this here to prop up this His 3 so you can see that. So hopefully we get through these rather quickly. Again, it's the first video. I had no idea how long it's going to take, but generally all my videos are very, very short. They're only lasting like a minute and a half. I don't make you sit around and wait. It's cool how you do that. I don't make you sit around and wait for all kinds of crap that I talk about, because some people on YouTube want to make their YouTube videos longer, because you get credit for hours watched. But mine are all short to the point, because we get down to business, and I'm not overly concerned without that, so you guys get to sit through a longer one. All right, so here's what we have right here. We have a Saw Viper, and he is graded in 80 by CAS, and he is going to be released in 1990. So far, all CAS in here. Let's see. All right. All right. Another graded card. Assume it's CAS. Yep, I can see the paperwork on the back already. Whew. All right, this time we have Bullhorn, and he is graded in 80 by CAS, released in 1990. Nice figure, still sealed in the original shipping package, like I really like. A few more of those. Well, I'll jump through them real quick. And then I have a large box that is rather light in comparison, so I'm assuming we have some other items that may not be graded. It's always nice as a collector to get a bunch of little boxes. You know, as much as you collect your items, you always have a lot of boxes laying around, because you're forever shipping things to other collectors. Okay, wow, this is a good one. So this one is one of the Cobra Commander releases, and this one is graded in 90 by CAS, so that's nice. And this was released in 1991. I like these regular size cards. If I'm regular size cards or smaller size cards, just the same as 1982. Through that time frame, Hasbro was generally keeping the same card size, which if you are excessive compulsive, which if you are a collector, you probably are, that would mean that you would enjoy that aspect. Everything lining up really nice. If you're a collector trying to get things graded, then you probably like that a lot. Okay, so this is an interesting figure. So this is your Psych Out figure. I already did a video on him from another card, but he is graded in 80, and he is released in 1987. This is a nice little card there. And that brings us to our last box, our biggest box. Have them here to show. This one's nicely packaged. I'm going to, well, I'd like to assume that he's got some packing material in here by the great job he did at packing this, but you never know. So I'm not gonna just jam that knife in there. This came from Action Toys with James Mikowski. And James, you did a phenomenal job with your packing skills. Everything is neat and clean. Oh boy. All right, so I love when they do this. He's got a box inside a box. Of course, he's got a whole bunch of peanuts in there, which is great for shipping and not for cleaning up on the floor of my office. So, dump those out. I'll show you something really cool on this. Get those out of here. Now he's actually got a second box in here with a line that says, "Hey Chris, open here, thanks." So not only did he obviously pack these very, very well, took the time to write a note, which is very nice. I should probably do that a little bit more when I'm selling things or shipping them out. So I got to go in here again. I'm assuming that he's got these packed to the bottom, and that's why he's going to open that side. But basically, I'm going to open the edges first. It's really got this sealed up. And that should allow me to flip this up, get a good cut here on the top. All right, he's got a little advertisement in there. Action Toys and Collectibles, actiontoys.com if you're interested. So here's what we got. Okay, so these are a number of carded figures. Cool. So he's got them in here nicely back to back. We got a Slice Ninja Force. Hoping you can see this on camera. I'm not going to take them out of these bags right now. I'm just going to get through them. So we have your Snake Eyes Action Force, and these are really nice. The cards are nice. The bubble's nice. Okay, so we have your Metalhead Battle Core, and you have your Law just put on the back and individually bagged. Again, nice shipping job putting these cards back to back. Helps with the shipping. Ooh, cool. I have a lot of red stars. Kind of fascinated with Russian culture. For no reason, I'm not even Russian. But, I mean, I guess, you know, growing up in the 80s, USA versus Russia, I think I just picked up another red star that was graded today. This one's on the card, so I'll be sending that in to be graded. Then I have a Slice on the back, and that's different than the other Slice. So I got the orange and the red from Action Toys. Let's see what we got. See if there's any more goodies in the bag. Okay, so we have Bushido and we have Flint. So looks like I picked up a lot of the Ninja Forces and some Battle Cores. These are very nice cards, so I figure they're good candidates for sending away and getting them graded. That's basically why I grabbed them. So we have the Talking Stalker, and we have the Shockwave SWAT Specialist on the back here. Does it keep going? That might be it. Wait, what is this? Nope. Okay. So I'll dump these out and make sure there's nothing else in here, but I'm going to stop digging around in there in case I kind of mess some things up. So looks like today we got a number of graded items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 graded figures, a graded vehicle, and then we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 carded figures in really nice condition. So hey, James over at Action, I'll be definitely stopping by your site again because I'm very happy with the cards that you had. So again, this is just a random mail call haul, as the kids say, that I've gotten. Just a random average day when I get things in the mail. Again, so these will end up going to temperature controlled environment building, and these ones will get sent in for some grading, and hopefully they'll be doing some good grades. And once I get over to my other building, I could sit there and do individual videos for you guys to look at each of the cards in depth. If you've been watching the videos to see how things on the spinny table, put them on there, we talk about them a little bit, and we go from there. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you made it from the beginning to the end. Hope you found it interesting. Give me some comments below so that if you do like going through these packages and kind of seeing what's in there, I think I would, it's like opening a baseball card pack. Then I'll try to do more of them, you know, as I get a bunch of mail that comes in, and I'll share them up. So let me know what your thoughts are if you like this or you have any other questions. So thanks.